Hello everyone and welcome for a new Grooming Business Award show. Today we are welcoming the beautiful and talented Prue Hammond from Australia. Hello Prue and thank you for being with us today. So how are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm really well and I'm very humbled by being nominated in 3 categories. So that was, it really made my day yesterday. It was beautiful.
Yes, thank you and congratulations for that. Well, let's talk about you again. So you fell into the world of grooming at a very young age, and now you have over 35 years of experience in the profession. So to start with, can you tell us how it all started for you?
It all started when I was around about 6 years old, I believe. My mum tells me. I've not really got a fond memory of it. My mum used to own a dog grooming salon, so I used to help my mum wash the dogs and bathe them. And then from there, my first job was when mum sold the business to Fran, and I was washing and drying dogs, and ended up being the Saturday girl, so I'd open and close. And from there, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. A lot of things, like being an air hostess and all these glamorous things besides dog grooming. So there was a beautiful man that started at Fran's, and he was a finisher scissorer. And as soon as I saw his work, it was just flawless. And that's when I kind of went, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to create. So that was the moment I had. And, he was just amazing and amazing to watch. And he sort of taught me, but it was kind of hard love, tough love. And I brought my first dog, toy poodle, and I pretty much taught myself on her. And she had some bad haircuts. But I taught myself, and a lot of by doing seminars and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And you did very well because you've been very often rewarding during your career for the quality of your standard grooming, but also for your freestyle. And personally, I find it much more interesting from a business point of view to be rewarded in a more commercial category because most customers do not have much to do with standard grooming. So would you say that getting rewards in a more commercial category is a better investment for your business, or that it attracts more customers than standard grooming rewards?
Yeah, of course. My customers, my clients understand, when I do salon freestyle, more than creative, or I do chloro in the continental trim. They understand that. And a lot of our clients, majority are cavoodles and your oodle breeds. So when I do compete with those breeds and make them look really cute and give them a cute little face and the fluffy body, they can show me a photo and say, this is what I want my dog to look like. And they know they're going to get that because I've competed with it and won with it. And, I can make them look really cute. So it kind of appeals more to my clients, whereas my other creations really, they can but they can't because, no one has, well, actually, in saying that, I've actually had quite a few standard poodles wanting the continental trim now. And that's only taken 30-something years. So, it's quite nice to do an intricate haircut, but then again, you have to allocate, that 5 hours to do that haircut. So it's a lot of work.
So you like Asian fusion?
I love Asian fusion. It's my passion now. It makes me happy. It makes me so happy.
Where or how did you learn Asian style?
I first competed with L'Amour. So with L'Amour, that's Caitlin's standard poodle, but she's my model dog. She used to get really bad tear stains. So we tried everything, and my last resort was growing her face. So growing her face kind of shielded the tear stains, and you couldn't see that. So she still had a really pretty face. So that's where Asian Fusion came into it. And I went into my first grooming competition probably 4 years ago in the abundance of coats again, like I always do. And we came first, and I was totally shocked. And there's a lot of things looking back on that I've fixed and I've changed and I've learnt. But it was really fun. And it was fun Asian Fusion's fun because you can put your own twist onto it and make it your style. So it's still quite technical, but you can still add the final touches and make it cute, like I do with L'Amour. She always looks cute.
Yeah, that's cute. Well, you don't only groom, you also teach, well, which is not surprising with a career like yours. And you created a brand called Styled by Prue. Do you want to tell me a bit more about it?
Well, I used to teach many years ago with Fran. So this has always been something that I've been wanting to do, but not really found the time to do it, to get out of the business and do that. So Nathalie Ryan from Grooming, we actually came up with the Style by Prue to start seminars and workshops and stuff like that. So that's how that kind of all came about, and then I branded it and did a few seminars, and they were really popular. So it was nice that people wanted to see that there were more seminars like the Asian Fusion Grooming. So now with Style by Prue, I'm doing more workshops with different styles like oodles and poodles and hands-on and different levels. So, you know, from beginners to intermediate to advanced. So there's stuff like that I'm doing at the moment that I'm really, I'm excited about. It's nice to do, and it's nice to see people wanting to learn.
So is it just for professional groomers to improve their skills, or is it also for beginners?
No, definitely for beginners as well. I actually find it easier to teach beginners because I don't have to undo a lot of things, so they get to learn the correct way, especially with handling skills and equipment and stuff like that. So it's nice. But yeah, I also love teaching the more advanced people, and they can teach me some things too. So it works both ways.
Yes, when you teach, you always learn from your students, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
So you are also what I can call a public figure, if I may say so. So you appear quite often on TV and in shows that are rather flattering for the profession. I say that because if I compare with my country, for example, TV shows that will expose the groomers will always be very unflattering, very exaggerating, and give a wrong image. It's not your case, as far as I know, which is great, I think, for the profession. But how does it feel to be so exposed?
I love it. I've always, Bridget, when I was doing creative grooming, we've been on The Living Room, Better Homes and Gardens, and that's when she was in creative. So she had a lot of colour. So being part of Pitch Perfect from last year recently here in Australia, that was everything out of my comfort zone. So everything that, you wouldn't normally do in a salon every day, like a koala or seashells or stuff like that. But surprisingly, I've had a lot of clients wanting like weird and quirky things like that. So it's been quite funny, but it was so beautiful to do it alongside with my daughter. So that made it a lot of fun. And, there's a lot of memories there and beautiful friendships made and so many amazing groomers on the show. So, I hope we did show the public how technical and skillful we are. Unfortunately, I didn't feel like it showed a lot of, educating the public. But I feel that we did, but, there could have been that little bit more. But in hindsight, it was, it did educate the public in a different way.
That's great. Yes, and I heard from schools in Australia that it raised a lot of interest for the job, and they had a lot of demands for people wanting to be groomers after this show. So that's good, isn't it?
Yes, I believe that too. Yeah, it's good.
Well, I'm also very impressed of your career and your successes because you did it while raising your children on your own. And being a single mother is really, well, it's already a difficult struggle in itself, but to be in contact with single grooming mothers around me, I can say that it is even more difficult in this industry when you are a business owner. So how did you manage to find a balance between your family obligations and your professional progress?
Looking back on it, that's been 10 years of my life. And, you know, there was a lot of hard times, but, you know, in hindsight, I just made it work. You had to make it work. A lot of my clients didn't know what I was going through at that time. So, you know, you just have to be the best actress in the world and come into work and put that aside and make the dogs all beautiful and just get on with it. So I put on that face. And, you know, the kids have seen me be strong and be that person that never gives up and is always a fighter. So I hope I've taught my children that, you know, never give up. And doing what I've done in my profession since in those 10 years and being able to do it, you know, this has been my dream and I've succeeded. So, yeah, I know my kids are proud of me and I'm proud of myself at times, and I don't take that time to kind of acknowledge what I've achieved. So, yeah, it's good.
Well, you sound like a wonderful, wonderful mother.
Yeah.
So, talking about the awards, you've been nominated for so far as role model, best grooming entrepreneur, and most innovative groomer. So how do you feel?
I'm in shock. I just feel very humbled that, you know, I woke up and I read one nomination category and I'm like, oh, that's so good. And got to work and put my glasses on. I'm like, oh my God, it's 3. So it just absolutely made my day. I was thrilled. And like I said, I'm just so humbled and just feel, you know, there's so many amazing groomers throughout the world that are so deserving of everything as well. So, yeah, I'm very appreciative.
Well, congratulations anyway for that. Thank you very much, Prue, for being with us today. Thank you for answering all my questions and for being so nice and beautiful today. So I'll see you again very soon, I hope. Thank you, Prue.
Yes, I hope so too. Thank you again for this opportunity.